happens after you get possessed, I wonder? Like, if you get possessed and then like somebody coming in and unpossess your ass, like what happens to you after that? You know what I mean? Like, are you, what's the residue of a possession? Did this really happen? Are you and am I me? Jack is alive. Alive of what? Alive in the Holy Ghost? Alive in spirit? Like, what you talking about? Alive? Like, you mean like original alive? Like alive? You got to give me some context, Helen. I know you dead and all, but you got to throw some extra stuff down on there. What kind of alive we talking about? Natasha says, give me the baby. As soon as she says that, all the children stop dry and look at Natasha, like in unison, like all together, like a synchronized swim team of evil, but on land. I ain't like it. Then Ms. Ease had like a little mini heart attack, aneurysm, stroke combination, passes out on the floor, and all of the ladies gone away, including Helen. What? Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl LB. Welcome to my channel, Watch With Me LB, where I give you fun, fresh, and funny ranch reviews and recaps on my favorite movies and TV shows. The Baby. Episode 6 entitled The Rage, okay? Very well titled. This was a fantastic episode. I enjoyed it. I was freaked out. I was hollering at the screen. Good time. I do still have the same issue. You're giving me answers now, okay? I do have a little bit of something, but for each answer that I get, I got 7 additional questions, so it really is not evening out. That thing ain't thinging like it's supposed to. And how you gonna work it out? Because now we got 2 episodes left. So step it up, the baby, because I'm ready. Let's just talk about it. So the episode opens up with the aftermath of something. All right. Natasha is on the ground. So I don't, when I first see this, I'm like, did the baby kill her? I don't think so, because why would he do that? So she's laying literally in the grass. She looks dead, or she look hungover. She could be tired. Natasha don't strike me as the type to lay in the field, okay? Now, I do know that, they had the winter solstice bonfire kicky party the episode prior. But where we left that episode off, Natasha had got her third eye bust open, and the baby had showed her how he murdered all these women. Now she laying on the floor in the middle of a field. So off top, I was concerned about my girl Natasha. I was like, Lord, he done got her. But she wakes up. We start to see what's around her, and we see the baby. Somebody's holding the baby. So we start to, she starts to wake up, and that's kind of what we are seeing too. It's like we starting to get a better understanding of her surroundings as well. So she sees Mrs. Eves was on the floor next to her, on the grass next to her too. And she realized that her mama is holding the baby. Everybody that was at the winter solstice kickback is standing around her just looking at her. And Mrs. Eves sleep in the middle of the grass. Did they drug these people? Did the baby say, you know what, mama, you look like you need a little rest. I'm going to let you and your ugly friend. That's a real person. That's a real person. Fall back, sis. Did the baby see that you and Mrs. Eves needed a little rest and he put a spell on you like hocus pocus? Like, what's going on? Natasha wakes up and asks Mrs. Eves if she's okay. And Mrs. Eves is like, bitch, we got to go. Don't worry about me. And Natasha was like, shit, you had me and we got to go. So Natasha gets up and is like, hey, Barbara, that's her mom, give me the baby. And the lady's like, you are in no state to be, trying to take this baby away. So they're going back and forth. Natasha trying to get the baby from the mama, and the mama won't get the baby up. Meanwhile, all these children are on the side, them badass kids that was all in grown folk business the episode before are standing around looking. And then all of a sudden the baby start crying. You remember in Roger Rabbit, how they had that baby that looked like a baby, but when it talked, it sounded like a New York cab driver and they would be smoking cigars and stuff? Like, it's like that. It's like, don't get it twisted. I look like a baby. I'm older than all y'all out here. Okay, so if I'm uncomfortable, y'all gonna be uncomfortable. So the baby start crying. All the children congregate on Barbara and snatch the baby away from Barbara and take off into the woods. All the grown-ups are like, children, you bring that baby back. And Natasha's like, man, what the fuck? I'm trying to go, and y'all done stole my baby? So in this too, we're also seeing like flashbacks of Natasha when she was little. So we about to get the tea on what happened with her mom, when her mom left, right? And so we get to see Natasha as a little teen and like a little flashback, and we see her dad, okay? And her dad, I don't know if the baby is putting this in her mind. I don't know what is making this occur, but it's occurring, so just go with me. The flashback shows Natasha as a little kid with her little Walkman. She went to go to like the little grocery store or something, and she came back and her mama was leaving out the car. And her daddy, who is African American, so she's biracial. So her mom is white and her dad is I don't know if he's African American. His people come from Africa. He is looking distraught on the balcony watching his wife walk away. All right, and then the flashback is over. So not everybody got to get together like a search party. You know, on the movies when somebody missing and they got to like walk a grid and they all out like, baby, Sally, like calling for the children. And they don't know where the children at in the woods. So the commune adults are looking for the baby and the children. And then Mrs. Eves and Natasha are looking for the baby and the children too. And Mrs. Eves and Natasha are walking in the woods and they see Bobby. They telling Bobby what happened. Like, them bastards done stole the baby and ran off into the woods somewhere. And Bobby was like, well, did you check the den? And Natasha was like, nah, bitch, let's go. Like, how the hell I'm gonna check the den? Did you check the den? Like, how I'm gonna know? I don't know this place. So they go to the den, which is like a shack somewhere. Child, listen to me when I tell you, we about 4 minutes into the show. That was the only time we were safe watching episode 6. That's it. Okay. From the 4-minute roundabout mark to the end of the damn episode, my life was in shambles. So they get to the shack, and that's where you got to jump back. The children are all in the shack, in the den. It's a shack, but they call it the den. And they have one child sitting in the middle of the floor holding the baby. Okay. And all the other children are sitting around in like a semicircle behind that child. So it's like the baby had made himself a throne out of children. He done took possession of the children. He done possessed the children. Now see, I was thinking that, you know, it's like motherly folk. He got them because his mama didn't want him and it was forged in darkness and whatever that. These little bitty ass children, these like 8-year-old children, 12-year-old children, just possessed. Y'all could not have prepared your girl for what was gonna happen next, okay? So the baby got his child throne, right? And they come in and Natasha's like, hey, crazy ass child, just give me the baby. So when she gets in there, so the children that are behind the devil baby throne are feverishly drawing something on paper. I'm talking about like muscles exposed, working the trap muscles in the back, you know what I'm saying? Biceps flexing, like hard ass drawing, right? Natasha says, give me the baby. As soon as she says that, all the children stop dry and look at Natasha, like in unison, like all together, like a synchronized swim team of evil, but on land. I ain't like it. I don't. And the girl that's holding the devil baby is like, he said he want his mama. Now, Bobby, I'm having difficulty with Bobby because I don't see how she don't see that something's amok. She not picking up what the world is trying to put down literally on top of her eyeballs. And she just is like, this is his mama, baby. This is his mama. She didn't read the room at all. She didn't see these children, or obviously something is wrong with them, but she does not have a child of her own. She does seem to be pretty young and naive. She does seem to be a little green. She do magic, for God's sakes. Come on now. God, my bad to the magic community. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to shade y'all. I'm just saying, you know, the combination of magic and then naivete might not be good. You know what I'm saying? That's just, okay. Natasha looks to see what the children are drawing. Why the children drawing like a real stick figure, sketchy, creepy ass version of Helen unaliving herself in the water from last episode? So Mrs. Eves recognizes that. And then all of a sudden, all the children start saying, Mommy's in the water, Mommy's in the water, Mommy's in the water, Mommy's in the water, Mommy is in the water. The baby done took control of 8 to 12 children in the woods and have the children communicating on his behalf that he want his original ass, vaginal canal ass mama. Y'all, as soon as they stop saying Mommy's in the water, they start stabbing themselves repeatedly over and over in the neck, chest, face, hands, arms, and legs with their pencils. blood all over the place. And everybody's like, stop. What the hell are you doing? Don't do that. Stop, stop, stop. Why the children jump on everybody in the room like a piranha with a little thing of meat in the water? You know how they be throwing a little thing of meat in the water and the piranhas be like, shoom, and they come all on it? Why the possessed children was piranhaing the grown-ups in the shack, Lord? Listen, that was creepy. I don't like possessed children. I'm telling you, that's just, it ain't the way the Lord intended it. Huh? Lord, the devil is busy out here. The devil baby and the devil is working in tandem. And they weren't hurt. It wasn't like, ooh, ah, shit, ooh. Nah, it was like over and over again. Oh my God, today. And then the next scene is the commune adults finally getting up with the children. The children done got in formation like Beyonce and the fine-ass dancers from Coachella on the lake. Okay? You remember the lake that Mrs. Eves was like, listen, toss this little ass in there and then we'll be good to go. We can go ahead and get something to eat after when we leave. Like that lake, that's what they are. Okay? And they're standing in the lake in formation with the devil baby. Okay? Now, what I thought was interesting was that the first time the children and the baby had posted up in the shack, the baby was facing outward, like looking at whoever was coming in the door, right? This time they in formation at the lake and the baby is facing them like a conductor in an orchestra. Okay, he about to conduct some pain and suffering. Them children was in formation so that they could stone them damn adults to death, okay? All the children immediately, all in unison, in tandem, pick up rocks from the shore of the lake and start throwing them at the adults. Not like little pebbles, no. Not like little, little doo-doo. Like, I'm talking about like these guys. The adults getting taken out like they in Call of Duty, child. Like, oh, like that kind of thing. Like, knocking them off their feet like Donnell Jones. You hear me? I mean, at this point, I feel like them children are lost cause. Leave them children over there. Hey, you could probably do one possessed child, okay? Maybe two, okay? You get you two priests to come on through, do the holy water thing, the power of Christ compels you, and get up out of there. But 12 of them, what you supposed to do with that? So we get to the children, we see that the oldest one have a big ass boulder, okay? So it looks like to them, not to me, because I know better, to them that she about to throw this big boulder on top of this small devil baby, okay? So the lady is like, hey, just put it down. You don't have to do that. Just put the boulder down. Let us take the baby. We're gonna talk about it. So the closer she gets to the baby, the girl that's holding the boulder was like, bitch, you thought I was about to kill him with this? No, bitch. Boom. And she hits herself in the face with the boulder. Hard AF. Folks, you hear me? I'm talking about not like she had to come up with it. It was like she was doing some bicep curls at the Planet Fitness, okay? But with a boulder on her own self in her frontal cortex, okay? Knocked herself smooth unconscious in the lake. What is the point of that? Like, how you gonna be rude to them children like that, murder baby? Like, they did your bidding. How you gonna make her hit herself when she just did what you asked her to do? That's how I know you trash, murder baby. How you gonna do that to your evil subjects, your little minions and stuff? Yeah, child, she done bopped herself dead in the forehead. She ain't never gonna be right again, bless her heart. So Mrs. Eves done escaped the murder children, right? And she in the woods hobbling alone. I don't know how, I still don't know the logistics behind all this, whatever. So she sees something like on the float of the forest, you know what I mean? And it's yellow and it's like full of leaves and all like toe up. And then she sees that it's the girl that the girl that worked in the cookie shop with the raincoat, the girl that we first saw unalive herself off that cliff, okay? So she laying in the dirt. And I'm like, bitch, how you get here? What? Then she walks a little further and sees that it's another lady that the murder baby done murdered. And then she looks even further and all the ladies that the murder baby done murdered is laid out in the middle of the forest floor at Jupiter House Forest. Murdered just murdered. Just, why? What you here for? Like, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? Yeah, that's too much pressure. How you even handle something like that? I don't even know. Anyway, so Miss Eve's walking along. She see all of the murder ladies and the murder remnants on the floor. Why Miss Eve see Helen? She see her old lady, okay, dead on the floor, wet, like she just got out the water. So we seeing Helen, and it's a side profile of her. Why Helen coughs up water, nasty, muddy, dirty, stanky water, coughs it up, turns her head and looks to Mrs. Eves and be like, Jack is alive. Are you shitting me? Then Ms. Eves had like a little mini heart attack, aneurysm, stroke combination, passes out on the floor, and all of the ladies gone away, including Helen. What? Jack is Helen's husband that she pushed down the stairs and that we all thought as a community broke his neck and was dead, okay? He not dead. Where the hell he been at? What you been doing? Is the lady that she stabbed in the neck dead too? Did this really happen? Are you and am I me? Jack is alive. Alive of what? Alive in the Holy Ghost? Alive in spirit? Like, what you talking about? Alive? Like, you mean like original alive? Like alive? You got to give me some context, Helen. I know you dead and all, but you got to throw some extra stuff down on there. What kind of alive we talking about? Back over here at the lake, she in the water and Barbara goes to try to help her, like to get her out the water and give her help, okay? So she trying to drag the poor babe out the water. Bitch, don't help me. I'm possessed. You need to help your own self. The girl who just hit herself in the head wakes up and starts drowning Barbara in the water, right? And the baby's sitting there like, yeah, you need to go a little hard over there in the corner. I like your style back there. Like, he just observing the children doing his evil bidding. Natasha and Bobby get there, and Natasha tackles the little girl and, gets her off of her mama and drags the mama out the water. She tells Bobby, hey, bitch, subtract these children. Subtract them. Distract these children. You definitely need to subtract some of these badass children. Distract them, bitch. Pull a rabbit out your hat. Come on here. And so Bobby's like, prestidigitation. And she's trying to distract the children, and it's working. All the children's like, damn, how you did that? That's crazy. Like, they immediately stopped they murder campaign to watch a magic show. And the baby watching too. Bobby's like, hey, let's hurry this along, baby. I ain't got but 2 more coins in my pocket. I don't have nothing else to do. What's going on? So Bobby has to run away because she out of magic tricks. And as soon as she stops doing the magic tricks, the children are like, bitch, you about to die. And they start chasing her. Bobby's running away from the murder children to the, like, I don't know where the hell she ran. And her phone rings. My girl answered the phone. So she answered the phone because it's the adoption social worker, right? And she's like, oh, hey, Diane, how you feeling today? Everybody good? And she running from the murder children, and the murder children hollering in the background. And so they run into Barbara's, like, workshop. Bobby's having a whole ass conversation. Natasha and Barbara beating the children away with literal leeks, with the vegetable, like with leeks. She like, bitch. I'm not a fan of leeks, but I'm glad to know they could be used like nunchucks. So the adoption social worker says, Bobby, you just seem like you want this baby too much. I don't like that. We're going to make you wait another 6 months. So Bobby is like, wait a minute. Wait a second. Hold on. You telling me that I love children so much and want a baby too much, and you're not going to give me a baby because I love children too much? And the social worker was like, yeah, bro, because I don't like how you like babies like that. Like, why you like them so much? I don't like it. Natasha and Barbara and Bobby are in this shed, and the children have gone away. I don't know where the children went. But then Bobby and Natasha get into it. Bobby is blaming Natasha for her not getting the baby because she showed up during the interview and whatever. Now, I noticed one thing for sure. Bobby has a partner. She ain't never said nothing, well, maybe it's because my partner didn't come, because her partner never came. I forgot what the person's name is, but her partner never came to the adoption interview or whatever. And it was a really important thing or whatever. So she is blaming Natasha for not getting a baby. And Barbara makes them put on a sharing shirt. You know how it'd be like a big ass shirt and they make both of the kids get in there get down, please, at the same time. And ow, you hit me on my knee with your ears. Bobby asked Natasha, do you think I should have a child? And Natasha was like, no. Like, straight up, like, no pause. Like, I'm not trying to consider your feelings. No, I actually don't think you should have a baby. Bobby was like, why? And she was like, well, you only want a baby because you don't feel accepted. Like, you want somebody to accept you and love you unconditionally, and that's why you want a child. Natasha gives it to her real and tells her, like, straight up, like, you Like, your child is gonna need to be protected by you. You're gonna have to teach them how to stand up for themselves, how to live life, how to do life. Life is hard, and you can't even stand up for yourself, and you don't know how to do those things. So how you gonna teach that to a child? And Bobby gets out of the sharing shirt and sits on the floor and cries. And Natasha's like, see, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Everybody's left out the little shed or whatever. I don't know where the children at, and frankly, who gives a damn? So Natasha's walking around, and she finds that all the children done had like some kind of party, and all them jokers is passed out. And the baby's sitting in the middle like, damn, Natasha, girl, what took you so long to get here? He just sitting like he was waiting on her. And the song that's playing in the background is Sometimes I Feel Like a Motherless Child, which is old school. And it's very appropriate because Bobby and Natasha did not have a mother. This little badass devil baby does not have a mother. Who knows if Barbara, you know, had a mother as well, right? Because a lot of times I feel like mothers are like it's like somebody's supposed to, it's like you automatically supposed to know how to be a mother and to be nurturing and to be caring and like what to do and how to comfort people. But you don't know what you don't know. So if you never had that growing up, it don't always click in people's minds to be like, I'm gonna give my child what I didn't have. Sometimes people give them exactly what they had. And sometimes exactly what they had was complete and absolute bullshit and trash. So then that, you know, kind of creates a cycle. So Natasha is on the car waiting for like Mrs. Eves. Ms. Eves' ass come hobbling up. She tell Natasha, listen, bitch, I either had a stroke or a heart attack. I had some kind of mental health and medical emergency in the woods. We got to get the fuck up out of here. Don't ask me no goddamn questions. I just want to tell you Jack is alive, though. Jack is alive. Jack is alive, bitch. Red alert, this is not a drill. Jack is alive, okay? Why Mrs. Eves and the baby in the car sleep together? Just sleep like one head this way and the other head that way. Not sleeping together like, oh, let's cuddle up, but like sleep because they just exhausted from all the shit that they done went through at Jupiter House. And that's where the episode ends, with them leaving out of that damn commune on a dusty road, trying to get the hell up out of Dodge. How we supposed to move forward, folks? Ooh, where we go from here? HBO Max, where we going from here? This one was my favorite episode so far. When Natasha was beating them children with them vegetables, that shit was so funny to me, bro. I just could not stop giggling. All right, y'all. I'm going to talk to y'all later. I can't wait to talk to y'all in the comments. Goodbye.